And what's the value of the sale you closed?
The Philips sale we're estimating at 125,000 ARR. Of the proposals we have in place, they're all between 25 to 150 per year, average of 100.
Great. Thanks.
Thank you.
Lifengine, you're up.
Is this one working? Okay, cool. Hi, I'm Jared Campbell, co-founder of Lifengine, and we make kits to make gene editing super simple. Gene editing is cellular programming, and its products are being used to tackle some of the most difficult challenges our world faces. Dairy cattle are typically born with horns, and at an early age, those horns are sawed off. Scientists have figured out a way to use gene editing to make dairy cattle that are actually born without their horns. By doing this, they eliminate an incredibly inhumane process, and products like these are going to change the world. But it's not just food and agriculture. How about cancer? Leukemias are actually being cured using gene editing. You can take a cell from a patient, do gene editing on that cell, put that cell back in the patient, and it will go and find cancer, and it will kill that cancer cell. Not only that, but gene editing is currently undergoing a Moore's Law-like exponential growth. Since 2011, every 2 years, the cost per edit has dropped almost tenfold, and our team is at the leading edge of this Moore's Law of gene editing. Right now, it doesn't cost millions of dollars to have access to this breakthrough technology. We sell a kit that for $3,000 that will build you over 40 completely customizable gene editing tools. Not only that, but we're 7 times faster and 10 times cheaper than our competitor. And we have built in the option of immediately scaling genome engineering or gene editing by allowing you to use this robot on personalized lab automation platforms. We have sold 2 kits to date, including one to Recombinetics, who built the hornless dairy cattle, and they're already using this system to simplify their own gene editing. $48 billion. That's how much in 2015 life scientists spent on reagents and tools, and this is the market that we're in. I'm Jared from Lifengine, and we build kits to simplify gene editing. If you'd like to talk to me or any of the Lifengine team, feel free to shoot us an email or stop us at any time. Thank you.
Questions?
$48 billion market estimate.
Yeah.
What percentage do you want to grab and how long to get there?
So there is, that's a big market that includes all research and development. And the reason it's so high is because pharmaceuticals is actually starting to reinvest in research and development, where before they were doing a lot of acquisitions and hoping that would work moving forward. But a lot of internal research and development is happening now. And one of their primary interests is in gene editing. So I would say this is a growing market inside this gigantic market. I don't have figures to talk about how big it could become, but Moore's Law, like exponential growth in fields, fundamentally changes how things are done, and we think this technology is going to change the world.
How many reagent kits are you going to sell this year?
So we've sold 2 so far, and we will sell 10 kits this year. Well,
Per
okay.
month, right?
Yeah, per month, exactly. Yeah, so I mean, right now we're in the process of ramping production and ramping sales. So over the next 6 months, our focus is going to be on sales. We're also in the process of building another product that complements this one that will actually add to additional sales. And we have a research and development team also investing in a fairly similar product that will also be available by early 2017. So we'll have 3 products available early next year. But yeah.
You haven't identified the platform, but how difficult was it to get freedom to operate licenses?
We are just selling it. We built a system in-house, and that system we own, and we are making it available to everybody else.
It's time. Yeah, time. Micrometer, you're up. Stop it. Licensing comes later. Licensing after sales. But I hear nothing. Open that up. I agree.
Hi, I'm Dan Knights. Hi, I'm Dan Knights. I'm here with Micrometer Genomics, where we do superior microbiome profiling. This is your gut. It is the equivalent of a jungle with literally trillions of bacterial cells, approximately 10 or almost 10 bacterial cells per human cell in your body, around 100 bacterial genes for every human gene, and somewhere around 1,000 bacterial species living in your gut. This is called your microbiome. This is your gut on drugs, specifically antibiotics, but there are many other ways that your gut community can get disrupted. And there's been a lot of amazing research over the last decade into what this means for you when your gut becomes imbalanced. Turns out that an imbalance in your microbiome is linked to every disease on this slide, many of which have been rising to epidemic proportions globally since the invention of antibiotics. This has garnered a lot of attention in the popular press. You've probably read about it. But I want to ask you a question. Raise your hand if you've ever taken a poop. I'm just kidding. So it turns out that all of this research is done by sequencing bacterial DNA from poop. And what many people don't know is that underneath the hood, the methods for measuring this DNA are very inaccurate. So this is a plot of the current best practices. It's a mock bacterial community where the blue bars should all be along that dotted line. And you can see that it's highly inaccurate. On this log scale, some of the species are almost completely dropping out. Now, this becomes a real problem if you're trying to do clinical R&D, because as more and more of the species are almost completely missed, then you could be potentially missing important therapeutic targets. At Micrometer Genomics, we generate the most accurate and rigorous microbiome data. We have a new method that solves the dropout problem, and that's coming out in Nature Biotech soon, which is the top biotech journal in the world. Then we also have IP that allows us to quantify and correct for the residual errors. Why this market? This market is literally growing like this. This is a plot of the publications that mention the word microbiome over the last decade. We also already do this in a local academic market. Under the direction of Kenny Beckman, one of the founders, the University of Minnesota Genomics Center has generated, in the last year, around $600,000 of revenue just for microbiome sequencing, just in the local academic market. Of course, our target market is much larger, which is the clinical research market. This market includes basically every major pharmaceutical company, all of whom are putting tens or hundreds of millions of dollars into microbiome research. And in addition, the White House just announced